Hey friends, it's been a while since we did a hot news. We had the CES coverage, then we had some other videos that we filmed this week, and today is technically hot news. It's a little less than hot news. It's mainly going to be only exclusively about Nvidia, but there's a few different pieces that we're going to talk about. So consider this a Nvidia edition of Hot News. I think we've done one of those before. It's nothing special. Anyways, today's episode of Hot News is actually brought to you by the charity live stream that we're going to be doing in 1 week. So next Friday, January 25th, the entire UFD tech team is going to be showing up here at the office, and we're going to do a 24-hour live stream to raise money for orphan and vulnerable children here in Southern Africa. It's going to be with the same organization that we raised money with last year. We actually brought in over $6,000 last year once we were actually matched all $3,000 of the donations that you guys sent in. So keep your calendars marked for that. Maybe scrounge up a few pennies. We'll have some giveaways for everybody who donates. It'll be quite exciting. So tune in next week, January 25th, to see the charity live stream. With that being said, let's jump on into the hot news, which honestly, this has to be the dumbest thing I've ever heard from leaks coming out, and everybody is just pushing it out there and acting like it's a big deal. And this is actually not even a new leak. It's not even a new rumor. It's something that happened on December 25th. Video Cards released this article saying Nvidia rumored to launch GeForce GTX 11 series, GTX 1160 planned, and then they had this image of a 1660 Ti from a website called XperView. They received the tip that the 2060 and 1160 would be launching in mid-January, and then a Chinese website showed this box art of a 1660 Ti. The rumor that we'd be getting a Nvidia launch that had no ray tracing elements has been around for quite some time. In fact, even before December, we've had this news. But it seems like everybody and their hot dog is just now picking up on this news and posting it everywhere on the internet, because Video Cards actually updated the article on the 16th of January, so on Wednesday, saying that they've received word from their board partner about upcoming Turing-based GeForce graphics cards called the 1660 Ti. And not only that, they have more specs. It'll have 16 gigs of GDDR6, and it'll have 1,536 CUDA cores, which is obviously less than the 2060. They have no launch date, no pricing, but they apparently still claim that it's going to be the 1660 Ti, and that's been confirmed by 3 different sources. So they say that the name's not fully confirmed, but there are plenty of people out there shouting it out from the rooftops that we're going to be getting it. It's supposedly based on the TU-116 chip, but it's not just Video Cards. It's been reposted by Tech Power Up, it's been reposted by Tom's Hardware. YouTubers have been making videos about it. So is it actually happening? Well, I'm okay with this idea. Personally speaking, I think we could use a GTX launch of Turing that comes without ray tracing, comes without tensor cores, and would come in at a price point that's more appetizing. Honestly, if they release this 1660 Ti for around $250, and with that CUDA core amount, it seems like it would probably be a little bit better than a 1070. A $250 1070 is $200 cheaper than launch of when the 1070 actually launched, which is plenty fine with me. Like, this would be okay for me. And then the 2060 still has a place. It's going to be a 1070 Ti level performance for $350, plus you get DLSS and you get ray tracing. It seems like it actually would make sense as long as the pricing is there for the 1660 Ti. I honestly, I'm okay with the rumor that Nvidia is coming out with cards that won't have ray tracing or DLSS. I am not okay with that stupid freaking name. I don't think Nvidia is dumb enough to name it that way. There's no reason to do that. Either it's the 1160, because then it follows after the 10 series, or it's a 20 series, but it's called GTX 20 something instead of RTX 20 something. Not in the middle of the freaking number calendar to actually figure out that it's called a 1660 Ti. Where's the Ti even coming from? What is this rumor about this naming scheme? That's how I feel about this 1660 Ti nonsense. That is the dumbest name on the face of the earth. And Nvidia, if you name it that way, I probably will have to break a graphics card over my head because of your sheer dumbness. But I don't think that's gonna happen, so that's okay. It's okay. But this obviously isn't the only rumor that we've heard about 11 series coming out without ray tracing. Back on the 8th of January, there was a 1180 spotted on GFX Bench. Obviously, this could be doctored, but it does seem like there was an 1180 there, which is fine. Then it just has ray tracing. It's a 2080 without ray tracing cores. Totally fine. If it's cut down a little bit, also okay. I'm okay with a little less performance for a lot less price in order to get something that doesn't have ray tracing cores and that price premium shoved down our throat. throats. It would mean that they're actually taking AMD seriously and trying to drop that price. And it was also rumored by Lenovo that we would be getting an 1160 on their laptops. That was posted on December 28th. So there's plenty of indication that it's called the 11 series and that it won't have ray tracing and tensor cores. The 1660 Ti can go fly a mega kite right over the sea and drown in its own sorrows of stupidity. But I want to know what you guys think. 1660 Ti, do you like the name? Do you hate the name? What do you think about the possibility of Nvidia releasing cards that have no RT elements to it? It's not an RTX card, it's just a normal GTX card, hopefully for less price. If they release it at anywhere near the price of the RTX series, I probably will lose my crap. I don't know about you guys. Anyways, so that's enough about the GTX 1660 Ti. I'll keep you guys updated if we hear any more as the days progress. Now let's talk about the videos that we did on G-Sync being implemented on FreeSync monitors. It finally removes the argument of Nvidia being a bad value because you couldn't get variable refresh rate technology on the cheaper monitors. You had to pay the price premium. Now that's completely negatory. However, with all of that, it is only supported on the 10 and 20 series cards as of right now, 11 series if it comes out, 16 series if it comes out as well. But over on the GeForce forums, Nvidia actually responded to the inquiry about what about 9 series? What about 7 series? Can you please do it? And they said that, sorry, but we do not have plans to add support for Maxwell and below, so that means that it's only the 10 series and the 20 series that's gonna have it. I doubt Nvidia is gonna change their stance on this. I don't really see them in the future backdating support for technology that they've already gotten past by several generations, especially if they're releasing an 11 series, or they might be updating to 7 nanometers later this year. The 9 series is gonna be out of date by quite some generations, and it doesn't seem like it'd be worth it for them at this point, which sucks for anybody who has a 980 Ti because it'd be more than capable of playing those frame rates. It's just the way it is. Nvidia giving us a little, but taking our hopes out of the sales. And then some more good news, I guess. I don't know if this is good news, but Nvidia's CEO says that the 10 series inventory is almost depleted. So all of those 1060 relaunches, 1070 relaunches with GDDR5X, all of the nonsense that we were getting with the variable rates of the cards and just a whole bunch of malarkey and naming schemes, it looks like it's over. So in an interview with VentureBeat, he said that they're clearing out the last of its 10 series stocks. The 1080 Ti, 1080, 1070 Ti, and 1070 are already sold out, with the 1060 meeting the same fate in a few more weeks. So not like the end of the quarter like he had said during his conference call a few weeks ago, but it looks like they're getting rid of everything, which makes sense because they took all of the technology that they had on the higher end series and dropped it down to a 1060. They were releasing 1060s that had the same cores as the 1080s with the same exact memory controller. So of course they're sold out of the 1080s when they're selling them as 1060s, which it seems like the 1060 is still at a good price point, which is why they can keep it for sale, but not for too long. They need to push sales on to the 2060, which I think is what Nvidia's plan is right now, because it seems like every tech tuber is getting review samples of the 2060, not before launch, mind you, but there's been several reports of tech YouTubers who are in the 50,000 range of subscribers actually getting their 2060s in the mail. It's the same thing that's happening for us. I think Nvidia is going hard on the offensive with this card, and it's the one they want people to buy. And then in another interview, Jensen Huang also confirmed that he doesn't think that streaming services are going to take off PC hardware. They're talking about the GeForce Now service and things like Project Stream with Google. Obviously, AMD's more partnered with them there, but it does seem like Jensen's not worried about streaming taking over a good old desktop PC. This next article is something that just rustles my jimmies, to say the least. So when talking about streaming, this is coming out of WCCF Tech, Jensen said that there's no need for a new portable shield. That bothers me. I loved my Nvidia Shield before I killed it. And Tank has it now, I think. So Tank has my Nvidia Shield that doesn't quite work because one of the Axis controllers just kind of drifts. Anyways, it's an amazing piece of technology. You could just sit in your bed playing something that's playing on your desktop with full graphic fidelity, a 720p on a low screen with the controller built in. Why? Why, Jensen? You know, I can be okay with you calling something a 1660 Ti. I can be okay with the fact that you're overcharging us for 2080 Ti's. But gosh dang it, did you have to take the Shield portable from me? Did you really? It's not fair, Jensen. It's not fair. It's not okay. Anyways, that's where I'm gonna wrap it up there, my friends. Let me know what you think of the 1660 Ti. Let me know what you think of the lack of a portable Shield. fucking garbage. What do you think about having an 11 series or the fact that the 10 series is almost gone? If you actually want to buy it, you should probably pick it up now. You can use UFD deals, link in the video description, to try to get the best sale that you can on one of them, my friends. Check it out. Anyways, I'm gonna wrap it up there. Hit the like button if you enjoyed this video. Please get subscribed to stay up to date on all of our tech related content, hot news, or otherwise. And don't forget that we do have our charity stream next week, January 25th. Try to make it if you guys can. If you don't have money to donate, at least just show up and support us. It'd be great to have chat with you guys during the entire 24 hours. Wherever you live in the world, I'm sure we're gonna be in daytime in everybody's time zone. So check us out, the 24-hour stream. And if you wanna support UFD Tech directly, you can do so over at our Patreon, patreon.com/UFD Tech. Support us directly over there. We try to release our videos early and without ads over there, so you can enjoy more UFD Tech, less ads, less me rambling about things. No, there's still that in there. Anyways, hit the like button, get subscribed. I'm Brett with the UFD Tech channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see your smiling faces again in the next video. I need lunch. My hands are shaking because I'm so hungry. This is why you don't film at lunchtime, Brett. This is why you don't do it.